today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. Bridgewater and the Los Angeles Rams taking on Desmond Ridder and the Atlanta Falcons.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And complete to Drake London. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now a 2nd down and 6. They'll set up a throw. And he'll just get rid of it. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Bobby Brown drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And bringing them out is a Pro Bowler back in the 2015 campaign. He's now approaching a decade in the league. Is Teddy Bridgewater. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Bridgewater. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Bridgewater now from the 50. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 3 yards remain for second down. Here's Bridgewater. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On third down, here's a run by Akers. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
So first and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll run here with Akers. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Second down and goal. Bridgewater. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Third and goal for Bridgewater. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gabriel Davis, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The numbers for Pitts in that game a week ago. 10 catches, 127 yards.
And in the preseason, I thought he was primed for a big, big year. And week 1 did absolutely nothing to diminish those expectations.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield. 2nd and 15. First run now for Kyren Williams. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Bridgewater. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now Bridgewater. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Here comes the Rams punter now. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And it will be Falcon football. Week 2 underway around the NFL, and a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener, the 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year, and it's tomorrow night a treat, a Monday night doubleheader. Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern, and then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Back to throw here. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On now to punt. Here's Bradley Pinion. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. From the gun, Bridgewater. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up, but obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
A give up the middle to Akers. Calais Campbell on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Bridgewater. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect him with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Bridgewater under pressure again, and down he goes again. Calais Campbell, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
A lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
Ready. Yellow, 43.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet. Get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Now here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Now the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 4. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We begin out in Sin City. 2 teams that are now just about neighbors following the Raiders' move a few years ago. Arizona heading north to take on Las Vegas.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Rams to take over. They're trying to get back on track following the loss to Buffalo a week ago. But the good news, they've got the lead right now here in the football 1st and 10. Now Akers to start the 3rd quarter on the ground. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Bridgewater. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Jefferson really grew into the deep threat LA needed as it ramped up its passing attack, averaging a cool 16 yards per catch. One of the best marks in the league and helping the Rams earn a ring. Back at it again in 2022, picking up a 1st down with a big play.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
First down, Bridgewater. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Bridgewater now. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Bridgewater to throw it. Rolling to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
First down throw for Bridgewater. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. A quick pass to Kupp. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Lorenzo Carter able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Marr able to put this one through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Again, he'll drop to throw. What a catch by London. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 16. That's good for 28 yards.
Although he's picked in the 3rd round, Desmond Ridder is actually the 2nd quarterback drafted in 2022. Might not have that first-round label, but we saw him make plenty of first-round throws while at the University of Cincinnati. He's a quick thinker, reads defense as well, and with all he led the Bearcats to, the Falcons also know they picked up a proven winner.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's the corner. A.J. Terrell getting up and stopping him for a loss.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Going right back to Akers. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's Bridgewater. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. Our attention shifts back to Desmond Ridder in this offense. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll set up a throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Second down and a run by Robinson. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Koo knocks this one through the post. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest to this fourth quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater. Throw left side, complete to Cup. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Bridgewater. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
Bridgewater on first down. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. To throw is Bridgewater. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. To throw, Bridgewater. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Bryson Hopkins from 8 yards out. And the Rams have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. So still time remaining here in this 4th quarter, but the touchdown there puts him back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this because they held firm on the last drive and only gave up a field goal. Gave it back to the offense in a tie game and said, okay, your turn now, make something happen. And they went down the field and scored.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw. He finds Robinson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Back to throw. And caught by London. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Robinson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Mac Hollins 48 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. They do tack on the extra point as well, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now Bridgewater. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind, going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And really, you can't have a better situation than this. First and goal at the 1. They'll run with Robinson. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Coup now for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position and only one play to score it. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Here's Bridgewater. Higbee secures it over the middle. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Bridgewater. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Bridgewater to throw. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Back to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This to possibly force OT. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. One last shot now for Bridgewater. He's going to try and go deep again. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting into midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Atlanta, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.